Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello, Frazzled Queen. Good to see you guys. So apparently this is going to start at 10:30. I guess they've changed the time. 10:30 my time. That would be 1:30 Eastern time. Hey, love Louie. Jerry, you would, Jerry. Hola. That's a good one. Hey, Happy. Yeah, apparently it's changed. I'm watching everything. Oh, thank you, Queen. Thank you very much. You're driving to South Carolina. Oh, wow. Nice. A road trip. Another one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hopefully we're going to be able to catch. There was a press conference situation set up out there. I think there still is, but the feed is gone. I hope I get it back. Oh, thank you, Happy. I appreciate that. I'm glad too. And hopefully I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't sure, Louis, but headed home. Well, good. Be careful though. Be safe. So hopefully, I don't see where Court TV or anybody's doing it, but I think where we're going to get it is TikTok. Oh, that's so nice of you. It's very nice to hear. Very nice. You know, this is an arraignment. I don't know. I don't know how much we're going to get out of it. And I know that Rebecca had a hearing yesterday so she could get a court-appointed attorney, and she did. So, which is really strange the way that he's had an attorney the whole time, but this is an attorney that he had prior also for, his other nonsense. Yes, I do too. I do too. Yep, I agree. Okay. Yes, his Timu lawyer. Yeah. Yes. So she said that Rebecca Haro said that she was changing baby Emmanuel in the back seat of the car in the Big Five parking lot. Someone came up to her and said, "Ola," and hit her in the back of the head. She saw white and passed out. She woke up and the baby was gone. That's the story. We know that a week prior to this, they had gone into Big Five and asked them if they had cameras outside, which, of course, fortunately, these are very stupid people. And other people had cameras. Besides that, the story just didn't jive. The thing is, we don't really know the last time anybody ever saw this child. And some people didn't even know they had a child. Her mother didn't even know. His background is that he abuses children and her. She had 2 black eyes that definitely didn't come from that. The story is that there's so much misinformation going on. I don't know. It does appear that it's probably been put in a dumpster and he's in a landfill somewhere. Because I don't know how long how long the child has actually been missing. Longer than they said, for sure. Yeah, they had a court appearance last week, Louis. Not too much happened. They were charged with murder. Yeah, you would have thought that the arraignment. Yep. Frazzled, I think she probably had black eyes all the time. I think that baby was beat from almost the day the baby was born, possibly. I mean, Promise was taken in at 10 weeks old. She had broken bones. Her throat, she was strangled. Her throat, she still can't eat ever. And her, she had broken bones that were already healing. The mother knew. She did. And if you look at pictures, Louis, I don't know if you've seen pictures of this baby, but the baby looks like something was wrong. All 3 pictures that the parents have. And one of them actually does. There was another channel that pointed out that one of the photos that we have looks post-mortem, and it actually does. We, of course, don't know that, but it totally does look post-mortem. It's gross. It's disgusting. But the baby looks like something's wrong with it. All photos. She had to know. She had to know that this was happening to her child. She knows that somebody at Big 5 didn't come up and take the baby. She knows that. Even her, just the way her fake hyperventilating bullshit. It was very obvious. Yeah, it is so disgusting. I'm watching every other channel. Nothing is coming up. I don't know if there will be cameras in the courtroom. I see nothing on court TV or Law and Crime. The baby doesn't look well ever, right? So sad. I think that poor baby was just abused its whole little tiny life. And I don't know what the hell he's up to. He's had the police out on the side of the road. Yes, Frazzle, that's what I think so. That's how I think too. I know there is a press conference scheduled, so we should at least be able to catch that. I don't see anybody inside the courtroom. It is terribly sad. It just breaks your heart for that little baby. I just think you just feel like God just took him to get him out of all this misery. But what should the problem here is that Jake should never have been out of jail to even have Emmanuel and abuse him. He is. And you hate to say that. You know, it just sounds terrible to say, but that poor kid. Every picture of him just makes your heart break. Let's see. This is his latest update. Okay. This is yesterday from the local news. We'll see what they say. I'm going to keep watching, though.
Of 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro charged with murder and making a false police report. Baby Emmanuel is presumed dead.
News Channel 3's Garrett Hado live in Riverside, where the Haros made their first court appearance with the latest developments on this case. Garrett.
Yeah, John and Karen. So they were before a judge today at 1:30. That was when their arraignment was scheduled. And I can tell you, I was one of the few people that was in the courtroom today. It was a packed house. They actually were at capacity, and people that were waiting to get in, both media and the public, were not able to be there.
That's
there were
not
a lot
today.
Of cameras, a lot of eyeballs for really just a little bit of time. The whole thing lasted probably about 3 minutes. And the big update we got, both are being held on $1 million bail for murder. There were a couple of trailing charges that Jake did have payments for some bonds that had to be exonerated, but his bail is set as $1 million, just like Rebecca's, for both murder and making that false report to police back on August 14th, we assume is what it's for, when she said that her baby was kidnapped after she was attacked in a sporting goods parking lot store. We've heard investigators say that did not happen. Meanwhile, tomorrow, the Riverside DA's office is holding a press conference at 10 a.m. We did try to get a look at the arrest warrant that I'm told that is not available right now. That'll give us a look at some of the evidence, really give us an idea of what prosecutors have in making this.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been trying to get a hold of the arrest affidavit, but nobody's had any luck at it. Obviously, he just said they're not releasing that. No, they don't. They have no business with the child.
Case against both Rebecca and Jake. Now, while we were up there, I did confirm that right now, or at least for today, both Jake and Rebecca are being represented by the public defender. I grabbed him aside in the court hall and brought him down here to give us a little bit of an idea of what's going on in an interview with News Channel 3. Well, he came out, and I think he was surprised to find podiums, but we spoke to him earlier today. I want you to take a listen.
They have not. Please don't assume that they told me anything. It just appears from the fact that there's nobody here today. I had heard on the news that there was other attorneys that kind of popped up, and it's my understanding, just word of mouth, that there is no private counsel.
So, and
Mr. Cosgrove.
Yeah. So what I was asking him is, who are you representing? Are you representing both Jake and Rebecca? And have Jake or Rebecca made their intention clear that they do intend to hire a private attorney? I am told for the time being that's not the case, but we're going to continue to follow this story very closely. We'll be in Riverside tomorrow for the press conference. That's at 10 a.m. And we'll continue the story until they find little Emmanuel's remains. They do believe he is deceased. For now, in Riverside, Garrett Hahn.
Okay. See, it was supposed to be at 10 a.m. It's not. That hasn't happened. Yep. I believe you were right about that. There's been lots of little holdups apparently today. Yeah, I kind of feel like that. I don't think that the media is going to be inside the courtroom. I already did see earlier the stuff set up outside. Now they just said that they both have court appointed attorneys. So I guess the Timu attorney is gone. That's probably not a bad decision. Although that man's kept him out of jail all this time. I have no answer. It makes no sense. So I did see the stuff set up out there about an hour ago. Nobody else has it up yet either, so. The arraignment should have at least started by now. They did say that they were giving tickets to get inside. So they were having a little bit more of a handle on that. And Tira has not been covering it so much. They kind of did attack him in the last press conference. In the only press conference. Which, again, this is what they do. They want to go after social media, but it's a good thing social media is involved in this because he might walk again. I would say that's a definite possibility with the way this has gone. So just like Rachel Mitchell, they want to get all pissed off. Do your job. People wouldn't have to come and make sure that somebody's paying attention for once. That poor baby. Yep. Keep them on their toes because and let everybody know, get the word out there so everybody knows what's going on. Yep. I mean, we see it too many times that if it weren't for that, yep, that's exactly right. That is why. You're right. And of course, there are bad actors involved, people doing stupid shit, but that goes along with everything. there's always going to be people that don't behave themselves. That's just the way that is. You can't really stop that. I mean, I wish people wouldn't act that way to give everything a bad name, but it happens everywhere. Yeah. What do you guys think of my idea that I think it's kind of weird that Magnolia, now I don't watch all the time, so I could very well have missed it. But Magnolia is not on camera like almost at all lately. What to make of it, I don't know. Yep. Yeah, because even with all the pressure from social media, those kids are still out. Oh, did you see her actually, like you saw her live on camera though? Like I know she's in chat and stuff, and I know he's talking to her and all that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's weird. I just have not seen her. I just wondered if it was had something to do with, harassment from Betty, or I haven't paid any attention to Betty lately. I have no idea what the hell she's doing. I'm surprised she doesn't have her ass over in California with some shit. Welcome back, Kata. Mr. Cartier. Let me see. Yep, we got nothing, folks. Yeah, I feel bad that me too, right? Hey, I missed Two Skulls. Hey, welcome, ma'am. Kentucky woman, good to see you. We're waiting to find out what's happening in the Jake and Rebecca Haro arraignment. They're supposedly in there right now. Let me turn this up a bit and see. Yeah, now I guess this is where they're going to plead, I guess. They both have court-appointed attorneys. Oh, let me see. Uh-oh, be careful with that, Two Skulls. I hope you feel better. Yeah, see, we had people live outside the courthouse, but they're not live now. Did anybody see Crime Weekly with Stephanie Harlow and can never remember that. Derek, I think is his name. Derek Levere, something like that. They actually spoke to Darlie Rodier's sister, and apparently the Innocent Project has taken that up. I think she did it, you know? I don't know what you guys think about that. That was fairly new, I saw. Oh, you're sweet. You guys are being awful nice to me today. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I think she did too. Drives me nuts. I think it just blows my mind that people are always. I don't know how they get these innocent projects to go for them like this. I really don't. No, thank you, Queen. I love you guys too very much. And thanks for hanging out with me here. And we get this. Oh, let me see. Yeah, there's no TikTok's all over this. But oh, okay. Wait. Okay, we got somebody live down there now. Hold on. Yeah. Where did it go? Okay. Okay, we lost it. They paused. Shut up. Oh my God, Queen. Hey, Chimey. This is Bella. Wow. Oh, I didn't get it. Did you send me a picture? I didn't see it. How did that go, Queen? How are the babies, Chimey? Okay. Yeah. I want to see. Aw. I think maybe she is losing service in some places. Are you sick too, Try Me? I thought the babies were sick. They are better. Oh, good. I don't know how long she's going to get by with being inside there with this. Maybe she's not wearing her media hat and press shirt. I know, Try Me. I know. I know. Yes. Yeah, Queen's going to help her. I would like to help her, but I don't know how to do it really either. It does need to happen.
Or what's happening. I'm here for something else. I just happened to be here today. I can't be recording, so that's why I'm not talking.
Okay, so this person is there for something else.
So back the 18th or 19th.
I think it wasn't the 15th. It's the 15th.
15th.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry about your loss.
It's okay. Oh.
Everybody come on in. Come on in.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, they're downstairs. We were worried.
Oh, okay, so that's over with. Hey, Smoking Molly. What up? Oh, that was kind of odd. That woman just happened to be in court today herself and filming inside there. Okie dokie. Hey, Legs. Legs, were your ears burning? We were just talking about you. Talking about your Daisy Dukes. Yeah, how are you doing, Smoking Molly? No, Jerry came in and said, someone's got to get legs on Rumble. And I said, we took care of that last night. Queen's going to get you on there, help you do it. I will, Queen. I'm doing really well. Doing very well. Thank you. Right? Happy finally did it, and it was good, huh? Didn't you have so much fun? What I do hope is that these horrible parents are not doing well. Right? Okay. Love you, Jerry. We'll be here. See, I did not, I really don't appreciate that they ran Ahmed off, because he would be down here right now giving us the scoop. I know. And they're not going to stop. Like, unfortunately. The fact that people think they can still just make up a damn story like that and that any people are going to buy it. There was a time whenever we weren't being filmed everywhere we go and everything we do and this and that. Those days aren't there. My thing is, there's no actual proof that this child was ever born. And a lot of people did not know she had a child. That's really weird to me. From everything that I've heard, nobody has been able to find a birth certificate, any proof of anything. I mean, if you think about it, if they would have just kept their mouth shut, they might have gotten by with this. Exactly. Well, in this case, Jake has been able to get by with beating up anybody he wants to. He doesn't try to beat up other men because he's a big fat ass fucking pussy. He just hits women and children. It's very sad. I hope somebody gets a hold of him in jail or prison or wherever the hell he goes. Who said they couldn't get benefits? I'm sure they had benefits. I don't know. I don't know anything for fact, but they didn't work. They didn't work. I don't know. For me, I don't feel like it's going to be that tough of a case. I don't know. I mean, they can fuck up any of them, right? There's Casey Anthony running amok. But you guys, I got to tell you, I talked to somebody the other day that said they think that Casey Anthony didn't do it. Oh, okay, Frazzled. Okay, now I get what you're saying. Okay, I get it now. Sorry about that. I don't think they ever wanted to take the child to the doctor. Now, it may just, very good odds that people just haven't been able to sniff it out. But there are people that have been looking into that, and they can't find where the child ever went to a doctor. You're right, though. You're right. I wasn't thinking about that part. I wasn't. I apologize for that, Frazzle. All right, I think we might have people. How come I'm not seeing it? Hold on. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Okay, I don't know where he's getting that feed at. Okay, here we go. Found it now. Oh my God, Happy.
16.
I got 16. So thank you, Mike, for that.
No, this is
everybody's
awesome.
like-
This is awesome that
And
you're
then-
there right now. Thank you.
It was interesting because I was sitting there and they're like, "Are you part of media?" And I was like, humbly, I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "How'd you get it? How'd you do it?" I'm like, "Mike's Law. Follow Mike's Law. And you can ask him. Follow Mike's Law." But yeah,
No
everybody's
other
like, "How did?"
TikTokers? No other TikTokers had like the media pass had requested it? No.
No. The girl Davina, I had helped her submit her paperwork this
Oh.
morning because we got here kind of early.
Yeah.
And then she submitted it, but right at 10 o'clock, at 9:59, she got an email and it got denied. And her denial said, because you were using your cell phone. So I don't know what happened.
Oh, well.
Like, I don't know what exactly happened with that, but yeah.
Yeah, I shared that video with you earlier where she talked about it a little bit that she was banned.
I guess she was live inside the courtroom before they made the announcement.
Oh, got it.
So they made an announcement like around like 9:30, and they're like, no cameras, no photographs, until inside the court, like in the building, just period. And then so I think she kind of might have pulled on herself because she had submitted the paperwork, so they had her TikTok handle. So I'm not too sure. Yeah.
True. All right, so let's see. We're expecting, I'm guessing, Jake and Rebecca's lawyer or one of them. You said the prosecutor said they won't be making a statement, or did I hear that right?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So it could be them. All right.
That wasn't.
Yeah. For those who are just joining, we are Desiree's live at the courthouse. Jake and Rebecca had a very quick hearing. They both pled not guilty. This is just their initial arraignment, and they're going to return to court. I imagine it's going to be for their preliminary hearings, and we'll get a lot more information coming out of those. And it looks like they might have allocated 2 or 3 days for that. September.
I don't see
16,
ABC
17,
with
18.
that.
Was that right, Desiree?
3 dates.
Yeah. So we're waiting now for a press conference. We're not sure exactly who it's going to be. If you guys want to tap, I know it's a little bit difficult, but you have to do it on my square. Otherwise, it won't. You'll see if you try to tap anywhere else. All right, so we're waiting. Desiree, let me mute you for a second then, and then we'll unmute as soon as this starts.
I am.
Do you have to stand on this side of me? Because when
Oh,
I stand,
perfect.
you might
No.
not be able to see.
Thank you for letting me know.
I'm jumping for you at the
You're
last
good.
second.
Best position, Desiree, right there. All right. So, Desiree, I'll mute you for a second. We'll see if anybody wants to come up. Until as soon as we see the press conference starting, we'll unmute Desiree and we'll listen in. There's a lot of media over there. There was a lot in the court. They were allocated 1 through 20, numbers 1 through 20, and the public 21 through 40. And Desiree was number 16. She was the only TikToker there with the press pass to be able to go in, but they picked one news reporter or one agency to handle the to do the filming, so it wouldn't be everybody in there with cameras. So one was in there doing it. They call it a pool reporter. So that's awesome that Desiree's there now. We're just waiting for this press conference to begin. See if anybody wants to come on up. Come on up. Freedom. Hi, Freedom. You want to come up? No. All right, and drop you down. So again, for those who are just joining, we're waiting for a press conference to begin
This is the only one I can
courthouse in
find.
Riverside. Jake Haro and Rebecca Haro were just in front of the court. They both pled not guilty, which was expected in a very quick hearing. Desiree is there right now. We're seeing her feed. And as soon as the press conference starts, we'll turn the sound on for that. We're not exactly sure who's going to be giving the press conference, if it's going to be Jake and Rebecca's lawyers, if it's going to be the prosecutor.
I agree, Queen.
Who knows? But I'm assuming it's probably going to be their one or both of their attorneys, and we're not going to get too much information out of it. They're scheduled for a preliminary hearing on September 16th, 17th, and 18th. They may not need all the days, but they set aside those 2 or 3 days for the hearing. California law, unless you waive it, you have to have your preliminary hearing. I believe it's 10 days after arraignment, 10 court days. And so that's why they're having that coming up in a couple weeks. At that hearing, at their preliminary hearing is when we're going to see a lot more evidence coming out, because that's the hearing to determine if there's enough evidence to send this to trial, to continue with this. And there'll be a lot of motions probably filed by both of their attorneys. It's going to be interesting to see if their attorneys are going to be working together on some type of accident defense, and that they're responsible for any other crimes that they may have done after the accident, but there was no deliberate or intentional unaliving. I can just see what type of defense that they're going to use. All right, we lost Desiree for a second, but she'll come back, I'm sure. Looks like they're setting up. All the cameras are there.
So they've already pled.
If anybody
apparently.
wants to come up until this press conference start and share their opinions, comments, questions on this. Again, we're waiting for the press conference to begin. Not entirely sure who's going to be giving the press conference, but I'm assuming it's going to be their lawyers. Bishop, come on up.
Mike, really quick, I
Yes.
just talked to the cameraman for Channel 5,
Yeah.
and he said that they're anticipating one of the attorneys to come out, if not both,
Okay.
but there's nothing scheduled.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
What are we looking at right now? I have no idea what's going on.
We're looking at outside the Riverside Courthouse.
Okay, I'll mute that until somebody comes out there. I don't know why there's not a news station out there. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? He had I think he was playing, because that changed right now. It just changed. I think he had on was playing an old clip or earlier clip. I just can't figure out the TikTok that everybody else has. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because we're going to hear it on here. There's an awful lot of people out there, though, for thank you. I'll put the sound back on, see if there's
Yeah. If I were them, I'd get a really good defense attorney.
Well,
I doubt
neither
they can
one of them
afford
have
one,
any money.
right?
Yeah, neither one have any money, and they were both appointed. One has a public defender. The other one Rebecca was appointed an attorney pro bono, or not pro bono, but she doesn't have to pay.
Right.
But Bishop, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let me drop you down. Tahiba, again, we're waiting for the press conference to begin outside the Riverside Courthouse. We have Desiree is out there. Hi, Tahiba.
Hey, Mike, live chat. Poor high class. I know, Mike, you ain't got to tell me twice. We're waiting. But did she have a black eye? That's all I want.
okay. I can't find the TikTok that they're all watching, but oh, let me check X. Oh. I know. Sometimes don't you just I know a lot of people don't like it, but to me, I wish they would just plead guilty when they absolutely are. Okay, I'm gonna just Are you watching that right now, Happy? I've been listening to some recaps. I think she definitely is going to jail. I can't see how she wouldn't, honestly. I keep waiting for her. You know, I'm not sure what's going to happen with Harvey and Wendy, because I feel like they're definitely involved in it. But maybe they're not going to go. I don't know.
Just had Jake Haro and Vanessa Haro appeared. Very short hearing. They both pled not guilty, as was expected. And they set the preliminary hearing dates for later on this month, starting on September 16th. At that time is when we'll get a lot more information.
He just said September 15th, I think he said. Yeah, I don't think it looks good for her either. The fact that they actually arrested her at the airport trying to get on a flight to Vietnam. That's pretty messed up. Plus, I mean, they had a lot of evidence against her. Because I bet Charlie's pissed off right now. He's the only one sitting his ass in prison. And the whole damn family was involved in that. Oh, really? Well, they've got to stop doing that shit. They have got to stop doing that. This shit is public record, and I'm really getting damn tired of everybody being able to get everything shut down.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
There's a lot of people outside. Show up.
Yeah, it's outside the courthouse.
There a lot of people show up.
A lot of people showed up. Yeah, they had to give numbers to people, and they only.
Yeah, they make me very angry too. It looks like JLR shut it down. Oh, wow. How did...
16th. And basically, the lawyers come together with the judge, with the defendants in this case, and talk about the trial, their readiness for the trial, what they expect, and if there's a plea deal that is reached. And I want to note here that the Riverside County District Attorney Mike Hestron said there were no plea deals in the works, but again, that was last week, so things could have changed. That will be discussed on September 16th. On September 17th, the next day, that is the scheduled start date for the preliminary hearing, often referred to simply as the prelim. The prelim is where we will hear, most likely not all of the evidence the prosecution has against the Haros, but just enough to convince the judge that there is cause that they be held over for trial on charges of murder in the death of their baby boy, Emmanuel Haro, only 7 months old when he was reported missing on the 14th. His parents telling police he had been kidnapped from a parking lot in Yucaipa. Investigators now saying that is not true. That never happened. And in court documents, they list the date of possible death between August the 5th and August the 14th. August 5th, most likely the last day that investigators can independently confirm that the baby was indeed alive. And I want to reiterate, his body remains have not been found yet. Again, mark your calendar if you're following the case of baby Emmanuel, September 16th and September 17th for a prelim. Of course, those dates could always change. But once again, Jake and Rebecca Haro entering pleas today to not guilty to charges they murdered their son. Reporting live in Riverside, I'm Gigi Gracia. We'll send it back to you. Thank you, Gigi.
It's 3 weeks since Emmanuel Haro's parents first reported him missing, and this morning they're due back in court to be arraigned in the 7-month-old's murder. Eyewitness News reporter Monica DeAnda live this morning with the latest on that. Monica.
John, the question everyone wants answered is, where is baby Emmanuel? Now, this morning, his parents will be back inside the courtroom. They will be formally facing those charges of murder, charges that the Riverside County DA spoke about during a news conference about a week ago.
The filing in this case reflects our belief that baby Emmanuel was abused, victim of child abuse over time, and that eventually, because of that abuse, he succumbed to those injuries. That's what we believe.
Jake and Rebecca Haro were arrested last month following a multi-agency investigation into the death of their baby, 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. This all began on August 14th when Emmanuel
What's going on?
Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca, said she was attacked and the baby kidnapped in a Yucaipa shopping center. After finding inaccuracies in her statement, more questions surfaced and sheriff's investigators then searched the family's cabazon home multiple times. Ultimately, both parents were charged with murder and with filing a false police report. Meantime, community members are hoping that baby Emmanuel is found soon as detectives continue searching for him.
I do believe that they do have an idea of where the baby may be, but it could be a landfill. And if it's in a landfill, that's going to be looking for a true needle in the haystack. It's going to be almost impossible to find them, but it's worth the efforts. It's worth the resources that are going to be dedicated for something like this, because baby Emmanuel deserves justice.
Since their arrest, we also learned the Haros are at the center of other reports of child abuse. According to the Press Enterprise, 2 attorneys who represented David and Louise Turpin.
You cracked me up so bad. I can't even tell you. The whole next day, all I did was just think about that and laugh. I know. Oh my God, I love it. Oh shit, that was awesome. Oh boy, that got my funny bone, man. Oh, I appreciate that kind of funny shit more than I can even tell you. Oh God, was that good? Oh shit, that's good stuff. Thank you.
Are now defending the Haros against the charges they're facing. The Turpins are now in prison after pleading guilty to child abuse
Yeah,
charges
so they have the same
involving their
attorneys
own 13
the Turban
Now,
have.
investigators are asking for patience as they continue to try and find baby Emmanuel and try and work this case. As far as the parents go, again, they'll be arraigned later this morning at the Riverside Hall of
They do.
Justice. Monica de Anda, ABC 7.
All right. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So next week, right? The week after that.
I was going to say, I think the week after
17. Mark it on your calendars.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I wanted to clip off that. The attorney seemed like he was flat, covering and shielding Rebecca.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to
Gabriel
figure something
Fernandez
out right here real
breaks my
quick
heart.
while we're on.
Yep.
It seems like he was like in front of her, blocking her from the camera. But you know, another thing that
These people just do. They just carry on like this. Like, this guy has been doing nothing but abusing people for years. And not just a little bit. Severe abuse. And it's known about. This is what you just cannot get. You get so tired of this kind of shit. Where the hell was CPS? This shit just pisses me off. You know, that's another thing. Like, you've got stupid ass people on YouTube calling CPS on people because they don't fucking like them and some bullshit. I don't really know whatever goes on with all that, but you hear these stories that, you know, CPS came and did this and that. They need to be taking care of this kind of stuff right here. Not asinine horse shit on people fighting with people they don't even fucking know on here. That really infuriates me, to waste resources for nonsense. And you've got all these cases where it's known. Yeah.
trying to find additional information here for a second. I want to know about the bond. If it stayed for sure at that 3 million.
3 million now?
Without being modified down to I want to confirm that it stays at cash 3.
Yeah, California likes to let them out without a. Okay, hold on.
And it looks like it stayed the same.
Wait. Okay.
It's gonna start soon.
This is from a little bit earlier on JLR.
Have that, you know? Yeah.
Here's it's going to be a press conference outside the courthouse here.
Oh, come on, that was horrible. She was older. Yeah. Yes, they did. It just finished. This is a press conference, guys. No, they haven't found the body yet.
They finished it?
Yeah, that was not only that, but I think the neighbor across the street too had something to do with it, because why would you be so mad that there's people out there?
The
They're
guy's
messing
like
up your
confused.
Mexico.
Look at him. He's like, what's going on? And I came out
What
to
did I do?
something thick.
Is it for me?
Right. Right. That's the shit I'm talking about. Exactly right, Try Me. This stuff is ridiculous. And you got people just playing stupid games just to mess with people. And and this kind of shit is ignored. So yeah, SF Investigates said Rebecca's lawyer, Jeff Moore, asked for the case to be transferred to Banning. I don't know. I think that's just a different place. Queen, maybe Banning is a different place. But why? Because people around there know. Yeah, I kind of think. I mean, I don't see what good that's going to do her. I really don't. I wish I could find a better feed. Looks like JLR gave up on it, though. He ended his. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Steve Fisher says, has asked for the case to be transferred. Okay, hold on.
We should have never had. We shouldn't even be here right now. So it's the system. Yeah, the system failed him. I think family failed him. I think he was just overall just failed. Overall,
You never know what these words mean, though.
And now he has. We call him. We are like his parents now. We are here to support him. Yes. It makes me sick.
Absolutely.
I solely go there to not see them because they make me sick to my stomach. I go there because I want to know if they found him there, and so that he can have a proper, burial. That's the only reason why I am here. I love how our community has this came together. Every person has a certain role and how what they're doing to be his voice. And I really, really love that. I've met some beautiful women. I've met everyone. Like our community just came together and has,
She looked at me.
Yeah, I saw.
How amazing I am. I just hope that this can bring light to the community that if you don't want your kid, there's a million people out there that will take your child. There's no reason that it had to come to this. What is justice look like?
Where's Dolly?
They go to
I
jail
can't believe
and then
Dolly's
they
not
let
covering
him
this.
in. And he's found, you know, obviously we know he's not here anymore, but he should have a proper burial, and us as a community, we can go there and, you know, be there for him because we are his family. Thank you so much.
That's too funny.
Good job, Ashley.
Oh, is he?
Thank you.
People on there, just leave her alone.
Good stuff, Desiree.
Okay, so they announced that there's no press conference, so
Yeah.
I'll put myself on mute. And I'm gonna get down because I'm gonna get going because I'm.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Desiree. Thank
Thanks,
you so
everybody.
much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You guys thank Desiree. 8:30 it was scheduled for, and she was out already messaging me early this morning. She was out there way before I think the courthouse even opened. So she's been out there for several hours already. She was able to get into the courtroom, and she was able to get a press pass. We got her a press pass a few days ago so she could get a guaranteed spot and be able to get in there. We thought that she might be able to film herself in there, but they just allowed one reporter to film inside there. And so awesome. Thank you so much, Desiree. Paula Shop.
I guess that
So
one.
Jake and Rebecca had their hearing. They both pled not guilty. Hi, Paula Shop.
Okay.
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Hi, Mobs. Hi, chat.
Well, that was, wow, they had it all set up. How? Wow. Well, sorry about that, guys. Let's see. This was 12. Let's see what this guy says real quick.
Side court, breaking homie news update right now, 11:30 a.m. For justice for baby Emmanuel. Jake and Rebecca Haro, the parents of Emmanuel, well, I mean, call them parents homies, that's for sure, pleaded not guilty to murder charges on Thursday morning. Again, they pleaded not guilty for murdering a baby child. This comes as search for the missing child continues after 3 weeks of this nonsense. Homie news out.
Okay, that didn't tell us much either. So apparently there's not going to be a press conference. So I don't know anything more at this point. They pled not guilty, and 16 and 17, there are preliminary hearings, and Rebecca is filing paperwork to move it to a different venue. It appears, banning. I don't know what that's about, but I guess we'll find out more at some point. But this was a big bust. Okay, I thought I saw something inside the courtroom. Yep. I looked again. I don't see anything else. Okay, I'm going to get off here, guys. We don't know much more than we did, but oh, I definitely find a lot strange about the black eyes. I do, probably 100%. Definitely. Yep. Legs, I'm going to send Queen your phone number. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. And we will, as soon as we know more, we will I'll get back on and let you know what I find out. All right, everybody have a great day. Thank you so much.